I get questions a lot from producers. Randy, why should I use Altosid IGR if my neighbors aren't using it? And it's actually a pretty simple question. First thing I'll say to him is, have you ever had a pen of cattle in the chute where you're working cattle? So yeah, and you notice the horn flies on their back. Well, yeah. He says, what happens when you walk down that line of cattle and run your hand down their back? What do the flies do? He says, well, they'll fly right up and they'll fly right back. Well, that's what horn flies do. Once they are on a host animal, they never leave. So they have a very short flight zone, and really that flight zone is only applicable when they first emerge from a pupa. As that fly emerges from the manure pad, after completing its life cycle there, it will emerge, become airborne, and look for the closest host. And horn flies have a very short flight range, about 1/4 mile. So the first animal that they see, they will land on that animal. So if we're on an untreated side of the pasture and animals are closest, she'll be there. But let's say there's an animal from the treated pasture just across the fence line or within the range, first animal that the fly senses, the fly will land there, and they'll pretty much spend their entire life cycle on that animal. Now, the male never leaves. I mean, he's there for the duration of his life cycle. The female has a job. She has to lay her eggs. So within 5 minutes of that cow defecating, she will fly down and deposit her eggs and fly back to the host. Now, it's possible that the cow she was on has moved off 30, 40 feet and there's a cow closer to her. She'll go to that cow, more than likely. But horn flies as a whole do not move from animal to animal or herd to herd. If a customer asks me if I have a neighbor that's not using, should I use Altosid IGR? And I would say, without a doubt, you should be on the product because it's going to bring more to the table and help your herd than anything else you can do to reduce your fly numbers.